think this is my entrance here. I can see it. Good afternoon. Out on the bike this afternoon. Doing something a little bit different than I normally do. This time I've got a base camp set up in a town about a half hour away from where I live. Rather than going right out the back door on my bike, I decided to do some camping as well. It gets me a little bit closer to a spot I've wanted to explore since this winter. I discovered an old abandoned bus off a road on one of my routes that I drive for work. And so my plan is to head up there and check that out. It's only about 5 miles from the campground, 6 miles. And so that's going to be the plan for today, and then we'll go back and just relax at the campground, go into town, grab some food, and see where the afternoon takes us. Whew, windy and dry out here today. I probably should have brought more water, but I got one bottle and I think I should be okay. But man, whew, lips are dry. Farmers, looks like they've been out in the field. Some of the corn is starting to pop up already. About second weekend here in May. And so I shouldn't have to contend. I haven't seen a car yet. Of course, now that I say that, one will show up, or a tractor or anything. So it's been nice. It's good to get out here just away from traffic. The wind died down a little bit, so it's quiet. But that's the way I like it. Into the wind on the way out, tailwind back home, or in this case, back to the campground. So I'm gonna keep riding. I think I've only got a few miles left. All right, I think this is my entrance here from what I remember. So we're gonna get in here. It's gonna be, so we'll see what we can find. All right, not far off the road here. I can see it. And you can't see the bus from the road anymore because of the brush has grown over it, but I could find it in the winter. You can see it easy. I always wondered how this got back here, because there's a ditch, and it's not like it was bad weather and it got off the road and they just left it because they couldn't tow it out. It's far enough in, but it's not close to the road either. So let's see what we can find. And this is public property. It's public hunting back here, so I am not trespassing. Try to stay away from the deep grass and do a tick check when I get out of here. That's a state highway right off the road too. Super buggy. I'm glad I came this time of year and not later, because I would be getting chewed. Actually, these might be mosquitoes. So, yeah, we're gonna get out of here as soon as we get. Yeah. Here it is. There's a big old critter hole right there, so I'm going to avoid that, because who knows what'll come out of that. around this way. Yeah, there's just a shell of a bus here. Not much left. Old box spring or mattress. Pretty well rusted out. Sure they couldn't drag this out of here now. Let's see if there's any markings on the side. Nothing on the side. I can kind of make something out there. Yeah, this is what I've been wanting to see on the side of the road. I drive by here about once a week. It's one of my favorite spots to drive. It's a river not far from here. No wheels. And it's put up on cinder blocks. Engine compartment is gone. It's just what would be the passenger area. See if I can get around to the other side. I don't want to go by this critter hole. Too overgrown. I'm really don't want to get chewed up out here. Got the old markings. It's got the manual windshield or the cool. I wasn't sure if I could get back here, if it'd be too full of brush. Alright, I'm getting out of here. If it was any later in the season, this would be all overgrown more than it is. And full of bugs more than it is. So I'm gonna get back to the bike. So many cool pull-offs on this stretch of road. I think I mentioned I only go down this stretch about once a week, but it's probably my favorite stretch of road. There's so many cool pull-offs, and it's a major state highway. There's this marsh that runs through it, a river that kind of cuts through it. It kind of always amazes me. Midwest, you can be out in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of farm fields, see nothing but fields, farms, gravel roads, and then all of a sudden you're in an area like this, marsh area, wetland, or a river valley. And I just kind of imagine what the pioneers and the settlers that first kind of came through this area, what they must have, you know, that must have been an awesome find. Come through all prairie, tall grasslands, and then come across water. But I think I should probably head back. It was about 8 miles to there, so it's a little bit farther than the 5 I thought. But I'm gonna get riding back here. It's about 5:30 now. I'm getting hungry. I don't have any food at camp, so I'm gonna have to. Luckily, the campground is only a mile outside of town, and I just swing into town. Probably just ride my bike there, go into the grocery store, or if not, there's a gas station that's open, and swing in there and see what I can find to eat, some snacks and good stuff to bring back to camp. Maybe find something good to cook up, or just something easy too. Depends how ambitious I want to be. But I'm gonna keep riding here. Almost back to the campground now. I'm feeling it. I'm kind of whooped. I'm glad I didn't try to go any farther than I did. But I can see the water tower, and I'm about 2-3 miles. Well, maybe only 2. Oh, let's see. You got a mile that way. Yeah, about 2 miles. I'm gonna get some food because I'm hungry. All right, let's hit this little downhill, hit the curve, back into town. All right, back from the store. Nice store, so let's see what we got here. Got for dessert, cookies, and our main dish, we're gonna have make some burritos with some beans, tortillas, and this frozen whole grain and broccoli, carrots. We got some veggies in there, and if I'm still hungry, mashed potatoes, and for snacking on. They have these bags of shelled peanuts in there, so we'll sit by the creek over there and eat those. All right, time to dig in. Unfortunately, I don't have a plate, so I favorite towel on top of the pan. But this is my little rice and bean burritos. And for the drink, we got the old, just a classic root beer here. And I had it on ice, so it's cold. hopefully, if I can get this open. Maybe. There we go. Delicious. Alright, I'm gonna dig in here. Well, I got supper all cleaned up. That was really good. Didn't eat the mashed potatoes, but I'll save those for another trip. So, thought I'd just come and sit down here by the creek that runs through the campground and relax for the rest of the evening. Brought the peanuts down here, so I'll have those. Drink the rest of my root beer. And then wait till the sun goes down, and then probably head back into the camper, get bed set up. I don't think I'm gonna have a fire because I don't have any firewood for one. And I'm pretty tired. That bike ride kind of wore me out today. It's about a perfect night for camping. I thought there would be more people here at the campground, but there's probably only five sites out of the 16 total, so I didn't have any problem coming in here and getting a site, so was happy about that. And it's a nice campground. It's quiet, so I'm gonna settle into the quiet here for the rest of the evening down by the river until the sun goes down. See you in the morning. Well, I think I've done enough sitting around here this morning. Got the truck all loaded up, got the bike loaded up on the back, and I'm ready to hit the road. Overall, it was a good trip. I got to explore an area close to home that I hadn't been to before. And so hopefully this gets me going, gets me in the mood to do some more trips like this in the future and just explore some areas close to home. But other than that, I'm going to get driving, and I'll see you next time.